by our winning Coach Jeff Carriaso, and our best player of the game, George King. Congratulations, gentlemen. Coach Jeff, coming into the game, Blackwater was due for a win because the last time you won against Ginebra was still in May 24 of 2019. Now, despite the changes with your import, you got your first win against Ginebra in 5 years. Can you just talk about how fulfilling this win is for Blackwater?
No, it's really huge. I think, excuse me, more than just the history and the slump that we've been on now for the last 5 years. It's really just about staying, in the conference. So that's still our goal, no? So we knew our backs were kind of against the wall, having given up 3 games already, So we felt like going into this game, there's still time, but the pressure was really on us to start getting the ball rolling. And, George was just, came in at a perfect time and gave us that big lift.
Coach, the first half was pretty much a seesaw match, but you broke the game open in the third quarter, scoring 31 points versus Barangay Ginebra's 20 points. What particularly clicked for the Bossings in that quarter that made this outcome very much possible?
Well, credit goes to the guys because one of my challenges for them at halftime was to be better the second half, and we failed that last game. So we gave up the third quarter last game, and you do that to a San Miguel team, then they're gonna run all over you. But today they stepped up to the challenge. We had a better third quarter, and I think that allowed us and gave us some momentum. And obviously George was there and Said was shooting well, and everyone else doing their roles. And that's really it. Just the start of the third was really where the focus was.
Thank you, Coach Jeff. Now, George, this is your first PBA game and consequently also your first win. Can you just talk about the experience and what you enjoyed most about the game?
Man, the experience so far has been professional. From the time from my travel accommodations to my living accommodations. So, and the team has also welcomed me with open arms. The coaches made it really simple for me. So, which made it that much easier for me to do my job. So, but I didn't know it's 5 years since we've beaten this team, and to be a part of that, it just feels really good, especially at this point in my career. So I'm really happy to be here. I wish I was here years ago. Yeah. So.
George, you only had 1 day in practice with Blackwater, and it seemed like you're already well adjusted to them. In your assessment, what helped you come out with that kind of game?
Yeah, like I said, the offense that we have, I like it a lot. I'm very familiar with. I've ran similar stuff in the past, so I'm familiar with that, and so it really just fit like a glove. Honestly, our offense, Coach here is really easygoing, and he made it really simple for me, and which took a lot of pressure off of me as well. So it just works, I think it's a glove fit, honestly. So.
Thank you, George. Now we would like to open the floor to our friends from the media.
George, basically congratulations on Blackwater was eyeing another report of big and it did work out that they called you. What was your initial thoughts when Coach Jeff and team called you?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
What's your initial reaction when Coach Jeff called you from the team?
When he called me, I was ready to go. Sitting around in August, healthy, and I heard really good things about the Philippines and the PBA. And when the opportunity came, I was ready to rock. It was really simple, really. I jumped at it. So.
Coach, alam na natin si Carmen Tulagsan yung pinakausap niyo in workout. Paano nyo na si George and seems na pakita mo sa inyo?
Yeah, I just don't want to tackle that too much. I just want to say that things happen for a reason, right? So sometimes things don't work out with other people, and it becomes a blessing to someone else. And the person that's supposed to be meant to be for us will be the guy who's here. So right now, so far so good. That's how I look at it. that's how optimistic we were. So we maintained being optimistic despite, again, the need to replace our first import, and then how George got here. I really don't care. I'm just happy that he's here. So.
Which, siyempre, medyo may time constraints kayo in your search for the import. So, what can you say was seeing George up close, was it better than what you saw maybe in the tapes that you saw him?
I mean, when you're watching a lot of videos, they are always better when you see him up close. So George is always part of our short list. So that's how I'd like to put that. So yeah, I don't want to talk too much about it. Again, how we got here is really for us a blessing in disguise. He's meant to be here. So let's see how we move forward.
Coach, during the past games, like when I was San Miguel, it was a close game until lumayo na sila.
Yeah.
How optimistic are you that you'll be finally able to sustain this after, di ba nung preseason kasi maganda yung dinaro nyo.
Right.
There was a slump and then ngayon, maganda yung dinaro ng George King. How confident are you that you've been able to sustain this?
Yeah, well, I'm very confident. I think the guys are learning how to play with each other even more. As every day goes by, we're learning how to play with George, and George is learning how to play with us. We're learning about each other, but through all that, there are games to be played. So I think the tenacity and the mental mindset that the guys had tonight is something we can build on. How they approached it, how everyone was ready, how everyone was cheering for each other, supporting each other. We're going to need more of that. Tonight was the first step. Don't get me wrong, we're really happy, but we know that with 6 games remaining, our backs are still against the wall, and we gotta make things happen, and it starts again by being ready and focused on Tuesday. Yeah, hi Denison.
Let's talk about the nerves of Zed in that sequence, that basket to like with the Bears.
Right. I mean, we knew he had that in him, no? So that's one of the reasons why we are blessed to be able to acquire Zed. So he's one guy that'll take the big shots. Doesn't mean he'll always make it, but tonight he did, and we're happy for that. But as he's getting his bearings going, as he's getting his legs stronger, and again becoming more familiar with his teammates, then he can only get better. So yeah, we're happy. We're happy that we have a guy like that who's willing and able to take big shots like that.
George, obviously when you came here, you heard that there was a 4-point shot. What's your thoughts about it? And you hit twice.
I wish I would have known about it before, and I wish I knew I was coming to the PBA before. I would have trained it this summer. I would have worked on it. But that's what I'm gonna do over the next 6 games with these practices. I'm gonna train it. So yeah, so it's a tool I'm gonna have in my bag for sure.
Games with the case in playing well, especially from the outside. So
Yeah.
let's talk about his development and being consistent in the outside.
Yeah, I mean, he's a scorer. He's an orange scorer, so he's one guy that we rely on. Excuse me. He understands that he's playing. I say serious minutes because it's crucial when he comes in and he's able to run the offense and stay aggressive and be on the same page defensively. That's where I'm pushing him even more. But yeah, we need him as the same way we need guys like CD and guys like Justin and Brad. Those guys have to all be ready. And RK played a solid game for us tonight. Numbers may not be there, but he was really crucial. And then the defensive mindset and the ability of Richard Escoto. So yeah, tonight was a team effort, and we hope and pray that we continue because we're gonna need to be better moving forward. Good.
And that sums up our post-game press conference. Thank you and congratulations once again, gentlemen.
All right, thank you.